As you can see on the top of my screen, there will be a new update for 99 Nights in the Forest in just 12 hours from the recording of this video. So we're going to talk about what might be in the update, what you should do before then, and if it's actually going to be a good one. So let's hop into a game. So the new update is going to be about the cultist Stronghold, but the thing is, for an entire update to be centered around this, it's definitely going to be special. But what's interesting is that this update literally has one sentence, or technically two, but it's really conjoined, explaining what's going to be in the update very vaguely. So looking back at the classes update, it basically told us that we were going to have new classes and we can earn them and all that. So that means that this update's description might be telling us something as well. And what I find interesting is the very first sentence in the description, because it literally says, "Sick of getting raided by those pesky cultists," which means these cultist strongholds might be where they actually live. So my guess is that we might actually be able to put a stop to the raids entirely by going to one of these strongholds. But what's even more interesting is that these are most likely going to have the best loot in the game by far. And what else could that mean? Might be a stretch, but I think it has some weight to it. In the very beginning of the game, when you place down your map, you see me, you see the first kid over here, and you see like this very small circle, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And as you may know, the map stops at just about here circularly, so it takes up about the entire square. And where is the best loot? Always at the very edge of the map. So my theory is that the fire may be getting a level 7, where they'll give it an extra level and the map will have an extra region bigger than this map. Obviously it'll still be in this square, but the map will be bigger to where we can explore more things and get more items. Because if you think about how much success the game has had recently, they're not just going to add one building, which might be a little cool just for the same loot and for the same stuff, but they're going to try to keep it fresh. Which is why I say that this update is probably going to have a lot more than it seems on the surface. We might be able to stop the cultists entirely, but for sure we're gonna get some new items, or at least that's what I'm guessing, because without new items and things to keep the game fresh, it might seem like a filler update, and the way that it says diamonds makes me believe that these buildings may have guaranteed diamonds. And I don't know about you guys, but it is a struggle for me to get diamonds free to play, because you may only get like 5 after a whole hour and a half. And with some classes costing 70 diamonds, you're gonna be putting days and days and days worth of grinding just to get one class, let alone the ninja class. So these strongholds may be a new way for free-to-play players to get sorry, I had to show you my nostrils really quick. But they might be a way for free-to-play players who are really good at the game to get diamonds quicker and reward them for how good they play. And honestly, I think that would be really cool, because I can grind out 99 Nights in the Forest and play and get a bunch of diamonds getting to night 99, but this would be an extra level of giving rewards to those who actually grind the game and play it a lot. It would give us extra map to explore, we might even get new mobs, but that is a stretch. They didn't mention anything about that in the update yet, but I do think it is going to be a big update, especially with the success of the game. They've got to do something. So with this being said, what should we do in preparation for the update? Well, I would say for those of you who haven't made it to night 99 yet, definitely grind to get to night 99 and get a lot better at the game right now, so that way when the new building is added, you'll be able to grind out diamonds like crazy and get new classes whenever they add them. Or get the ninja class if you're really that sweaty. And the reason why I think they're gonna do this is because although you can get diamonds doing achievements, it does give you a little bit, but then there's like nothing else to do. You've done the achievements. Me personally, I've done almost all of them except for a few, like 250 days and 500 days. But once you exhaust all of those, there's not much else for you to do. Like I said, you're gonna have to spend hours, if not days and days and days, getting diamonds just to get new classes. And since the owner definitely doesn't want people to stop playing the game, there has to be something to encourage people to keep going rather than reach 99 nights and then just give up. Or even 500 nights and give up. But speaking of other things that they could add in the update, first of all would be more achievements, because there are quite a few players who sweat on this game trying to get the 500 Knights, which is definitely difficult, but with enough effort can 100% be done. They're gonna have to add more achievements for the sweaty players to really grind this game out. But then again, 500 Knights is, I have no idea how long. Like, I genuinely don't understand how long of a time that is. So they're gonna have to try to come up with something, maybe even a 5th child, which might ruin the story a bit, but maybe they'll add more beds, more items, more everything just to keep it fresh, with the cultist stronghold just being the focus of the update. Meanwhile, they're adding a whole bunch of other stuff, like a new bed, a new crafting table upgrade, a new fire level, more map to come with the new fire level, and a whole bunch of things that are going to keep the game fresh, which I'm honestly really hoping for. So me personally, I'm going to keep grinding out for right now, because we only do have 12 hours left until this comes out, and by the time I edit the video, it'll probably be like 10 or 9 hours by the time the update comes out. But by grinding, I'll be able to get a little bit better, because to be honest, right now I'm decent, but I'm not that great. And this will hopefully help me to get more diamonds for the new update, because I'm about to get a diamond right out of this chest, and if not, the video will end.